Picture this. It's the coldest night of the year, the wind outside is like knives cutting through the silence. You check the thermostat, 15 degrees and dropping fast. Suddenly the lights flicker, then die. No electricity, no gas, no heat. The hum of modern life is gone, replaced by the unsettling sound of nothingness. You wrap yourself in a blanket, but the cold sinks deeper into your bones. Every breath you take feels sharper. Your mind races. What now? For most people, this would be a nightmare, a fight for survival. But for the Amish, it's just another winter night. No gas, no electricity, no problem. They've mastered the art of living off-grid, using simple, proven methods that have kept their families warm for generations, even in the harshest conditions. And the best part? You can learn their secrets today. In this video, I'm going to reveal the life-saving Amish methods for staying warm when everything else fails. Methods that are simple, affordable, and incredibly effective. Methods that can mean the difference between freezing and thriving when the next blackout hits. So, are you ready to learn how to keep your family warm when the grid collapses? Because when the lights go out, it's not comfort you'll need, it's survival. Think about this for a moment. When the lights go out, most of us panic. We scramble for flashlights, search for batteries, and pray the heater keeps working. But for the Amish, a blackout is barely an inconvenience. For generations, they've lived without the grid. No electricity, no gas furnaces, no electric blankets. And yet their homes stay warm, their families stay safe, and their way of life doesn't miss a beat. So, what's their secret? It's simplicity, but not the kind you might think. The Amish have perfected a system, a way of surviving winter that's both timeless and brilliant. It's not about gadgets, technology, or expensive solutions. It's about relying on methods that are proven, practical, and bulletproof in any crisis. And this is why it matters to you. These methods are low cost. You don't need to spend a fortune to implement them. Reliable, they work no matter what. Completely off-grid. When the power goes out, you'll still be warm and secure. Think about that for a second. While others are left shivering in the dark, their breath visible in freezing air, you'll be prepared. You'll know exactly what to do because you'll have the same tools the Amish have used for centuries. This isn't just about staying warm, it's about taking control. It's about knowing that when the next blackout hits, you won't be at the mercy of failing systems. So by the end of this video, you'll learn the powerful, life-saving Amish methods that could make all the difference for you and your family. Because when the grid collapses, simplicity isn't a luxury, it's survival. At the heart of every Amish home during winter lies a simple yet powerful tool, the wood-burning stove. Forget electric heaters that fail the moment the grid goes down. A wood-burning stove doesn't just warm a single room, it can radiate heat throughout an entire home, keeping you and your family safe and comfortable, even when it's freezing outside. So what makes it so effective? Efficiency. A well-maintained wood stove generates consistent heat for hours, using nothing more than a modest amount of firewood. It's the perfect blend of simplicity and performance, a system that has stood the test of time for generations. And here's where the Amish get it right. They often use cast iron stoves. Why? Because cast iron doesn't just heat up fast, it holds that heat long after the fire is burned out. Imagine this. While others are scrambling to stay warm as the temperature drops overnight, your cast iron stove is still radiating heat, keeping your home snug and livable. Pro tip. If you're serious about preparing for blackouts, investing in a cast iron wood-burning stove isn't just smart, it's a game changer. It's reliable, it's off-grid, and best of all, it gives you complete control over your home's warmth. And don't forget, firewood is key. The Amish plan ahead, cutting, splitting, and stacking their firewood well before winter hits. This isn't just about survival, it's about being prepared, being self-reliant, and staying one step ahead of the next crisis. Because when the power fails, heat isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Heating your home is just half the battle. Keeping the heat inside is where the real magic happens. And once again, the Amish have this down to an art. They don't rely on expensive modern insulation. Instead, they use simple, resourceful methods that are incredibly effective. Heavy handmade quilts cover their windows, acting like thick thermal blankets against the freezing cold. Sturdy curtains, often layered, trap heat inside and keep icy drafts out. And in extreme conditions, they'll go even further, stacking straw bales along the outer walls of their homes for added insulation. It's a system that's low cost, reliable, and time-tested, proving that you don't need high-tech solutions to stay warm. You just need to be smart. Here's something you can do right now. Start by identifying any drafty windows or doors in your home. Use thick blankets, quilts, or even bubble wrap as temporary insulation. Seal gaps with insulation tape or weather stripping, quick fixes that can make a huge difference. The goal is simple. Keep every bit of warmth inside where it belongs. Because during a blackout, every degree counts. Remember, heat is precious during a blackout. Don't let it escape. If the Amish can keep their homes warm with nothing but natural insulation, imagine what you can do when you put these methods into action. When it comes to staying warm, the Amish don't rely on bulky, modern winter gear that weighs you down and traps sweat, only to make you colder. Instead, they've mastered the art of layering, a technique as smart as it is effective. Here's how it works. They start with thin, breathable layers, materials like wool or thermal fabrics that trap body heat without suffocating your skin. Wool, in particular, is a game changer. It's naturally insulating, moisture-wicking, and keeps you warm even when damp. Next, they add multiple thin layers, not one oversized jacket, because layering allows you to adjust for your activity level. Too warm? Remove a layer. Getting colder? Add one back. It's a simple system that gives you total control. And here's the most important tip. Focus on your core warmth first. Keeping your chest, back, and stomach insulated is key to regulating your body temperature. If your core stays warm, the rest of you will follow. Want to stay warm during a blackout? Layer up smartly. Start with thin thermals, add wool if you can, and don't forget your extremities. Thick socks, gloves, and scarves make all the difference. Because when the temperatures drop and the power fails, you won't care about looking stylish. You'll care about staying alive. And the Amish show us that simple, smart layering is all you need to face even the coldest winters. The Amish don't leave anything to chance. They live by one rule: always have a backup plan. And when it comes to surviving the winter, these backup plans aren't luxuries. They're lifelines. First, they store an abundance of firewood, enough to last not just days but weeks or even months. Neatly stacked, dry, and ready to burn, it's their primary defense against the cold when nothing else works. Second, they rely on oil lamps, simple, effective, and completely independent of the grid. When the power fails and darkness sets in, oil lamps provide light that lasts for hours, giving families the ability to carry on safely and comfortably. And finally, their homes are stocked with the essentials: thick blankets, handmade quilts, warm coats, and durable clothing. Items that can mean the difference between shivering through a blackout or staying warm and alive. Here's the truth. Preparation isn't about paranoia. It's about peace of mind. The Amish teach us that simple backup plans like having firewood, reliable lighting, and layers of warmth ready to go aren't just for emergencies. They're about self-reliance. They're about knowing that when the grid goes down, you'll be ready. So ask yourself this: if the lights went out tonight, would you be prepared? Or would you be left scrambling in the dark? Because when a blackout strikes, you don't need luck, you need a plan. And the Amish have shown us exactly how to build one. Before we wrap up, I want to share something that ties perfectly into what we've talked about today: staying warm, prepared, and self-reliant during a blackout or crisis. If you found value in the Amish methods we covered, then you're going to love this resource I personally believe every prepper should have: The Lost Superfoods. This book is more than just survival advice. It's a blueprint for real, practical self-sufficiency. It's packed with over 100 forgotten food recipes and preservation techniques that can help you stock up on nutrient-rich, long-lasting food that doesn't require refrigeration. Think about this. If the grid goes down for days or weeks, what will you and your family eat? The Amish have mastered simple, reliable methods to survive without modern conveniences. And The Lost Superfoods brings you these same time-tested techniques. From preserving meats to creating energy-packed meals that last for years, this book provides the tools and knowledge you need to thrive in any situation. And what I love most? It's incredibly easy to follow, even if you're new to prepping or self-sufficient living. In a crisis, food isn't just about staying full, it's about staying alive. And the lost superfoods can give you the peace of mind knowing that you'll always have what you need to keep your family safe and nourished, no matter what happens. If this sounds like the resource you've been missing, I've made it simple for you to check it out. The link to the official site is right in the description of this video and pinned in the first comment below. I encourage you to take a look. You'll be amazed at how valuable this knowledge can be. After all, preparation isn't about fear, it's about confidence and control. So, here's the bottom line. The Amish have spent generations perfecting the art of staying warm, without gas, electricity, or reliance on the grid. These methods are simple, practical, and time-tested. Whether you're prepping for the next blackout, looking for ways to cut costs, or just striving for a more independent lifestyle, you now have tools that work. Tools that keep you and your family safe when others are left scrambling. But here's the thing. This isn't just about staying warm. It's about taking control. It's about knowing that when the lights go out, you'll be ready. If you found these tips helpful, take a moment right now to like this video and hit that subscribe button. Join the Preppers community, where thousands of preppers like you come together to share strategies, learn survival skills, and stay one step ahead of whatever life throws our way. And remember, preparation isn't about fear, it's about peace of mind. Preparation today means survival tomorrow. So stay warm, stay ready, and I'll see you in the next video. Before you go, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss our next video packed with practical prepping tips, survival strategies, and proven ways to keep your family safe and secure. Thanks for watching, and remember, let's get prepared together.